Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm doing some Halloween nails on my sister, and I'm starting off. I already prepped the nails with 2 coats of primer, and I use Young Nails primer, but I don't really recommend it because it just like doesn't work for me for real. But anyways, that's what I'm using, and because it's all I have. But yeah, I'm putting a thin layer of clear on each nail before we get to the application, and I'm only gonna show the application for one nail, because not one nail, for one hand, because the application is pretty much gonna be the same for both the hands. It's just gonna be a whole entire nude base, because I'm putting nail on top of this, and if I want to do any ombres or anything like that, I can do that with gel. So I just decided to do the quick and easy route for the what do you call it, the body of the nail, I think that's what it's called. But anyways, yeah, so I'm using Rosalind's nude acrylic, which is the only reason why my application came out smooth and I could do it in one bead for most of the nails. So definitely I recommend Rosalind. Y'all already know I love Rosalind. But I'm gonna let this whole hand play out while I'll tell y'all about the nail art. So the nail art, she picked like different designs from like 4 or 5 different sets, and I'm gonna pop the sets up here and try my best to find who did each one and link them in the description. But right now I have no clue who did these. She just sent me a bunch of random pictures. So everybody will be linked below for each set, but let me show y'all the sets right now. From this set we did the pumpkin nail, and she did do a different design for each nail. For this one, the skulls and the bats and the moon. From this one, the hearts and the spiderweb hearts, like the regular hearts that are on the index nail, and also those bats. From this one we did the flame and the pumpkin. And from this one we did the index nail and that one that says no you hang up. So yeah, I tried my best to keep this set cohesive. So one thing that helps me do that is by using a limited amount of colors. So I decided to use red and black and white and a hot pink color, except for that pumpkin, which I did decide to make the pumpkin orange and green like it is on the picture, just because I feel like it would be weird if I changed the colors of it. But anyways, I'm gonna let the rest of this play out, and then we're gonna do a tutorial for all of the nail designs on all 10 fingers. That's why this video is an hour long, y'all. For filing the nails, I like to seal the cuticles with this parabit, and this really depends on the shape of the nails that I'm doing. I like to use this on me and my sister, but for my cousin, I have to use like a 5-in-1 bit. But for the most part, I like to use this bit to seal cuticles. And I also am going to be using my hand file that I got from Rosalind for the side walls, the free edge, and the body of the nail. And luckily the application is already pretty smooth, so I didn't have to do that much filing, but I still had to, you know, take some time to file the nail to get it completely smooth. Right now, I'm doing the base of what the designs are going to be on top of. And for this nail, we decided to do the No You Hang Up with the bloody background. There's no scream on these nails, y'all. So I was just hoping that on the next hand I would draw a scream or something, but like there's no scream. So this is kind of like, it's not like out of place because it is Halloween, but like, you know, it's not like related. But I really try my best to keep these nails cohesive. Like, I try my best. But yeah, I dabbed around that little splatter that I did with some acetone because that helps like give it more of like a splattered like effect, I think. I don't know. Then I added some black to make it look a little darker because blood usually looks darker in horror movies. For all the nails that have nail art, I am using a base coat because it just makes it easier. And I didn't do that for the bloody background because it's a lot easier without the base coat to do that. And I didn't do that for the black because I just don't feel the need to put a base coat before I put gel polish on acrylic. But maybe I should, I don't know. We'll see if it lasts. But anyways, base coat for the nail art. Or you could like buff the nail like really good, but that never works for me. It's still easier to draw with the base coat on. On this nail, it's going to be the pumpkin heart. And I am doing it pink instead of purple like in the picture because, like I said, I'm trying to keep this set cohesive. And I wanted to use pink because her favorite color is pink. And I like using pink, so I'm going to use pink. But anyways, I'm drawing the heart first. And this is pretty much the only thing I'm going to draw first. And then on the index nail, I drew like 4 hearts, but I didn't record 2 of them by accident. And there's going to be a few things that I forgot to record in this video. And I apologize about that. But it's a little bit hard because I'm not continuously recording. I have to pause my recording because I will run out of space. And also I'm having conversations and watching stuff at the same time, so yeah, I be forgetting. But anyways, I recorded most of it, so yeah. I'm applying blooming gel because I'm going to add a moon and stars, and I wanted this to be kind of like a glowy effect, so blooming gel helps a lot with that. The white gel polish I'm using also is from Rosalind. I'm drawing the no you hang up letters, but I just drew the no you first because I was too scared to draw the hang up. Like, I thought I would mess it up, and I didn't want to have to keep wiping it off with the other letters being also wet because I could have like smudged them. So I just decided to be safe rather than sorry, and I drew no you first, cured that, and yeah, then I finished the rest. I'm adding a thin layer of that hot pink gel because I wanted the stars and the moon to be kind of pink, glowing, and it still looks like a black background, just a little lighter. And right on top of that, before curing, I decided to add some 4-pointed stars because that's what's in the picture. So yeah. Now I mixed my Rosalind Reflective Glitter gel polish with Born Pretty hot pink gel polish, and the reflectiveness did tone down a little bit, so I just added more on top after I cured this layer of it. But I'm doing the drips on the pumpkin right now, and yeah, that's pretty easy to do. You just draw drips. I feel like that's one of the easiest nail art to do. So I did accidentally draw the outline for the pumpkin and those hearts off camera, but yeah, I basically did it like I did the letters and like I did everything else. I'm using a very light skinny brush that I had to cut myself to make it that way, because brushes just don't come like that, especially if they're cheap. But anyways, I did manage to get the face on camera, and yeah, the face was a little hard to do just because it was really tiny, but as long as your brush is super thin and you don't pick up too much gel, it shouldn't be like the most difficult thing in the world. On the thumb, she wanted one of those spider webs, and I decided to do it in pink because I wanted it to match. I didn't want to do a white spider web. I mean, if I did a white one, it still would have matched, but I wanted it to be pink because I never done a pink spider web anyway. I don't think so anyway. But this nail art for the spider web, I noticed was kind of like different. Like usually when I see spider web nail art, it's more like just the lines are like, you know, neat. But these ones like connected to each other. I feel like it was a little more like realistic of like old cobwebs. So I decided to do that for this. And then there was nail art. Not nail art. I'm sorry, y'all. And then there was a heart at the end, at the bottom. So I did that after I cured the spider web. And I did do 2 coats of it, but I'm only going to show me doing 1. So moving on to the second hand for nail art, I'm doing all the base first, just like I did for the other hand. And I'm starting off with a base coat on the pinky first. And I also did that on the middle and the ring finger. And I did the same blood splatter effects on the index finger because we're doing those blood splattered hearts that are in one of the nail designs. But on this finger, we're doing the flame glitter heart thing. So first I start off by drawing like, I don't know, just a straight line across where I want the base to be for the flame. Then I draw kind of a straight line going up, but then I draw some curvy lines going to the right and the left, kind of in the shape of a heart, because I'm going to be drawing a heart in the middle of it with some reflective glitter. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the flame. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. So I hope that's helpful. For this nail, we're doing that detailed pumpkin, and I started off, I'm basically gonna pretty much be copying this nail to a T because I like the design of it, and obviously she did too, that's why she picked it. So yeah, I started off with basically the same thing I did on the pinky nail, but in black and like less of it. And then I'm gonna move on, and this nail art is a little bit all over the place, I know, but that's how I do my nail art, because that way I can like get all the steps out of the way. Like I like to get as much of it done before I cure and move on, because curing takes a long time. Curing takes 60 seconds, y'all. 60 seconds, that is a minute of my time. These nails took me like 7 hours though, so yeah, we won't talk about that. 7 hours. But anyways, the skulls are simple. I just did some circles and like 3 little blobs under them, and then I cured that. For these hearts, these bloody hearts, I added some more red, and I added some red drips because that's what was on the picture. And I ended up, adding a lot more detail to these later with adding black hearts in between, not in between, but on top of the red that I put down. But yeah, I don't feel like I need to like explain this because this design is really, really simple. Anybody can do this very easily because it's basically just drawing a bunch of red splatters and drips and then drawing some hearts on them. So this one's very, very simple. So the skeleton faces were easy to draw. I just used my dotting tool to make a little circle and just, I don't know, drug it up from there. And then I did like 2 little circles for the noses. And then I took a small liner brush and outlined them. Back to the other hand, I'm adding some bling, and she wanted like a skull on the teeth and the head and everything. This snail, and I added some cracks on them as well. So I added a little skull, and also I added a small amount of bling for each star on all the nails I drew stars. Also, she wanted me to outline the hearts with bling, so I did that too. I didn't have enough like of one color, so I used 2 different pinks, but one of them looks purple, which I don't really like, but I don't think it threw off the set. I still think it's cute. And for the last bit of bling, I'm adding a skeleton hand at the top of the spider web. So moving on to the pumpkin nail, I had to do um like 3 coats maybe, or 2, for this orange here, and I didn't expect to have to do that because it's a liner gel. But I guess it was because I was brushing it on, not with like the liner brush. I was using just a regular nail art brush. So yeah, I did have to do like 3 coats. But basically, it's just a giant fat pumpkin, and it has a ginormous fat stem on top of it, which is very green. So I stuck to these colors, and I still think the set goes together pretty well, even though this is the only orange and green in the set at all. For drawing the bats, I drew a little circle and then added some tiny little ears on top of that. And then I basically kind of like drew a diamond shape for the body going down. And then for the wings, it's kind of like 2 arches. And I don't know how to describe it, but y'all will see me do it here. The little bats are easy to draw once you get the hang of it. So the pumpkin had a lot more detail to add to it, and the hearts as well, I did add a little bit more black to, like, I don't know, give it more depth. But the pumpkin, I added a lot more black to give it more depth. So I drew the little lines for like the shape of the pumpkin, and I just did a bunch of shading as well, and a bunch of line work for this pumpkin. So y'all will see me do that here. And after I do this, I pretty much just have the thumb on this nail left to do, and also the face for the pumpkin. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I forgot to record no, I didn't forget. My phone wouldn't let me record because I was running out of space, so I didn't actually record the face for the pumpkin, but I did record adding the stars in the face for the pumpkin. But after that, that's pretty much it for the nail art. Besides a few more like bling placements. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all think of these nails below. Leave a comment. Be sure to like and subscribe if y'all want to see more. And I'm definitely gonna do more nail art. I had a lot of fun doing these nails, because I was just kind of in the mood for nail art. But yeah, so I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. And thank y'all so much for the support on my aquarium nail video. I did not expect to receive so much support from that video, so thank y'all so much. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to go check it out. I'm probably not gonna link it because I'm gonna forget, but be sure to check it out if you haven't seen it. I did some Halloween aquarium nails. But be sure to subscribe for more nail art, and let me know what your favorite nail is from this set. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.